Hi guys, this is Maria with Lawrence Kia, and I am back again sitting in the 2020 Kia Telluride SX Prestige Edition. This is the top of the line Kia Telluride, and we have a bunch of features to go over today, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. So sitting in the driver's seat, if you look on your left-hand side on the door, you're going to see all of your normal controls. You have child lock, power windows, power locks, as well as power mirrors. So if you flip this to the left, that's going to focus on your left-hand mirror, and then you move it whichever direction you want to fix it. Same goes for the right, and that's all there is to it. Up here, you see that there are memory seats, so you can set 1 for yourself, 2 for your husband, or whoever else wants to drive this vehicle for you, so then you aren't having to move your seats back every single time to get it to that perfect position. Now, down on the left-hand side, you also have, since these are power seats, you have forward, backward, up and down. You also have a recliner, and you also have lumbar support. It's a big circle here, and then you just press forward and backward, and that will help you out there. Over here, we have a bunch of different buttons here. This one is for illumination of your dash, so you can make it dimmer or brighter. This is for your blind spot monitor, so when that light is on, that means your blind spot is on. So there's an icon on your mirror that will light up, right over there, that will light up every time someone is in your blind spot for you. Next, you have your lane departure warning. So when this is on, if you start to leave your lane, it will make an audible noise to let you know you need to get back into it. Traction control, and this is for your trunk hold. So if you hold this, your trunk is going to automatically open for you. Now, if we come up here straight ahead, you're going to see that there's heads-up display available in this one. This is really cool. So it shows your speed, as well as it'll show you if your cruise control is on or not. And then the two very thin lines that you're seeing there, that's letting you know that your lane departure warning is on. So if I were to take that off, they're going to go away right there. Next, if we move to the steering wheel, which is leather wrapped, it's very nice. You'll see that you have controls on either side. On the left-hand side, this is for all of your talking controls. You have phone answer, phone end, volume, as well as changing the song that you're on or the radio station, whichever. And then you also have voice commands. So this, if you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, you press this and it will give you commands as text so-and-so, call so-and-so. Everything very simple there. On your right-hand side, this is for driving. So you have cruise control, reset, set, go faster, slower. And then you also have smart cruise control. So in smart cruise control, that's where you set the lengths between cars. So you can set 1, 2, or 3. And then as your vehicle starts to get closer to the car in front of you, it's going to slow you back down to where you had the length set before. Now, the two toggles on either side, of course, the left-hand side, you've got your lights to switch on as well as blinkers. And you did see that there are cameras underneath the mirrors so that you can see if something is in your way. On the right-hand side, you have your windshield wipers, so you can see them going, everything on the back as well. Very simple to use. And then you have engine start and stop. It's a push button, so that's really nice and simple. You just have to make sure you have your foot on the brake. Now, if we move down into the console, you'll see that there's a nice big storage area as well as an illuminated port. That's just very nice to have if you're in the dark and you need to see. It's very easy to get to, so you can plug your phone in. Now, if you come over here to the main section of the console, you have all these different items that you can use. So this one right here is your parking brake, auto off. If this is on when you come to a stop at a stop sign, light, anything like that, your car is going to basically shut off. The engine's going to stop running. And then when you let your foot off the brake and put your foot on the gas, it's going to start up again. So this is going to save you on mileage on gas. Auto hold, if you press this, when your foot is on the brake, it will allow you to take your foot off the brake and you will not move. You have your camera view, so you can push this to change your cameras, and then you have parking sensors. You can turn the sounds on and off. Right over here, you can change all of your different drive modes. So there's 5 in this one. So you have Eco, which is on currently, and then if you switch it, you'll see the changes on the dash. So there's Snow, Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Smart modes. That's really neat. You have your gear shifter. Within this little area right here, you've got illuminated USB ports as well as a 12-volt. And then you also have a place to set a compatible phone. You can set it here and it will start wirelessly charging for you. On either side, both driver and passenger, you have heated and ventilated seats. So that's really nice. You also have a heated steering wheel. And then right in here are your main navigations for climate control, everything you need there. All of these buttons right here are for your screen up top, so just in case those are easy to get to. But your screen is also touch screen, so you can swipe it, move it, click into navigation, whatever is easiest for you. If you swipe over here, there are a few features I'm going to show you. So you have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You just need to plug your phone in. And then there's Drive Talk. So when Drive Talk is going, it's going to talk through the entire vehicle for you. So someone all the way in the third row will be able to hear you and you don't have to turn around. So you can hear it. All right. And then quiet mode is another thing that you can set. So basically, if this is on, it's going to allow for only the sound to be coming out of the speakers in the front row. So then the back row, they won't be able to hear it. So if you've got kids in the car, that's a really nice feature to have because then they won't hear all the sounds up front. All right, guys, so now we're in the second row of the SX Prestige, but before we get started on the second row features, if you look up, you will see that there are 2 sunroofs in this vehicle. So the first one does open, the second one does not, but these are just really nice to have. It makes the space feel a little bit bigger for you. So now if you go on to second row features, you'll see that on both of the driver and passenger front seat, there is a USB port available for the second row passengers. That's really nice to have, as well as cup holders. These are captain seats right here, so you have this nice space in between as well as armrests available. On both sides of the doors, for both of these passengers, there are heated and ventilated seats as well as a power window. So that's really nice for these passengers back here. Up above, they also have the buttons to work their own climate control, so they can worry about everything back here. Just the front ones are for the front passengers, so that's really nice as well. There are also easier ways to move these seats so that you don't have to do as much work, so it's just a lot of pressing buttons. So if you press this button right here, the seat is going to slide forward, and then all you have to do is push it a little bit more, and you can go into the third row if you need to. At this moment, our third row is down, and then all you're going to do is just push it right on back in place. It's very easy to use. Now I'm going to go ahead and move to the back so you can see the final features that we have. All right, guys, now we are in the back of the Telluride, so I can show you the third row as well as the trunk space, which if the third row is down, you have this awesome amount of trunk space for you. It is really nice and roomy back here. So before we get started, for this third row, when it's down, just so you can see, there are USB ports on either side. So basically everybody in this car has a place to plug in any type of device very easily. There are 2 buttons right here, one for the left, one for the right for these captain seats. So say you have something really big and bulky that you need to put in here and both of your second row seats are up, you just press this button and those seats are going to come down so you don't have to walk around, open a door, do all that extra work. It's just a press of a button, slide whatever you need in here and you are good to go. Now to pull up these third row seats, there's a nice little latch right here. You're just going to pull and the third row is going to come up for you. And then you can just move this up, and that is the exact same way for this other side as well. And then if you want to put it down, just pull it, and it will fall right back down. It's really simple and easy to use. Now this trunk, to open it up, you did have the press and hold up front, as well as right next to the backup camera, there is a button and it will open for you. And then to close it, there's a button right up here. You just press it and it's going to close right down for you. So this is many of the features that are inside of the Kia Telluride SX Prestige. If you have any more questions about it, you can always contact us. Otherwise, stay tuned for more videos, and I can't wait to hear more from you guys.